Hey guys, before we start the 360 video, I want to give you a little bit of context. So I made a pretty big mistake in this one, so I want you to try to find out what it was. Comment down below what you think it was. At the end of the video, I'll cover what it was and how not to do it and how to do a better job next time. So enjoy the 360 video and I'll see you at the end. Okay, so some of you guys have been asking for me to do some lead climbing soloing, solo on lead or whatever, so I'm about to do that now. Now, if you're going to do this, you should be climbing way under your level because it could be kind of risky, which you're going to see now. So another thing is, if you're wondering what this antenna is on top of my head, I'm going to try to get the climb in a 360 view. So I know I kind of look like the Google car, but we're gonna get a video of this and hopefully it turns out all right. So let's get started. Let's cut to the 360 vision. Okay, so first things first, we need a suitable anchor. So this is what's gonna catch us if we fall. I got an option here, which is a tree. I could also put under that big rock over there. We're gonna choose this big tree. Okay, we're gonna do figure 8. Back it up. Okay, so that is our anchor. Now we gotta put our shoes on. So let's just cut to where I put my shoes on. Okay, my shoes are on, my anchor's on, and my rope's flaked out over here. Now if you're gonna do this, it's probably not good to copy what I'm doing, because if this gets tangled up there while I'm going up, which you'll see in a minute, then you could run into some big problems because you'd have to just come right back down and fix this tangled mess. It's probably better to have this rope with you in a backpack or something and maybe tie, I think I've seen one guy tie overhand knots every certain amount of feet. I'm not gonna do that. I'm just gonna climb straight up and pull this rope up from the ground, and if I fell, I'm not really gonna have any figure overhands like backed up or whatever. And that's another reason why I'm climbing something extremely easy. I'm almost just soloing it. The rope is there just in case of a catastrophe. If I need to place some gear or something like that, then I'll have a rope. But anyway, I'm cheating a little bit because my wife's over there. So if I end up running into if I run into a big problem somewhere, she could always rescue me. So this isn't the best example, but should be fun to watch. So we're gonna get our gree on here, and the load is gonna be where the tree is, like that. All right, so if this doesn't turn out good, then I'll just bail on it, and we'll just decide not to do this, but we'll see how this goes, guys. First, I'm gonna pay myself out a lot of slack because I'm gonna get moving. All right, let's go. Got my chalk bag. Check if my chalk bag's here. My chalk bag's open. Okay. Double check, make sure my audio is recording. Yep. Okay. Let's get chalked up. And let's go. Okay. May as well just be soloing at this point, really. I'm not gonna be placing any gear very scarcely. And now I gotta squeeze into this crack. They call this the belly roll. Okay. And I'm gonna give myself a lot more slack. It'd be smart to stick some gear in here somewhere. Let's see what we got that could fit in here. Some big. Got anything big? Yeah, we got this thing. Stick this bad boy in there. Is it gonna fit in there? No. Yeah, that'll fit. There we go. Now we have some protection. Stick a piece of gear on there, like so. Let's clip into that. clip into that like that, like so. Okay, take that off there. Now, if I fell, it wouldn't be the end of my life. There we go. All right, so now we'll proceed to give myself some more slack so I can make it through this part without having to mess with the gree-gree. And then we'll squeeze up in here. Let's see if we can get in here with this giant antenna on my head. Oh my gosh. That's what I call it, the belly roll. You have to get your belly to roll in here. Feels pretty safe once you're up in this big old crack. Okay, our belly has been rolled. Okay. Alrighty, now let's keep moving until I feel some tension on that line, and then we'll maintain that line. Okay, I'm feeling some tension, so I'm gonna give myself about another 10 foot of slack. Okay, let's move up some more. Now at this point, what I'm gonna do, since there's a nice ledge up here, is I'm actually gonna pull all that rope up to me, up here. Let's see. Okay. Yeah, like I said, this is basically soloing. Especially if the rope ended up pulling you down, you'd end up just being a big mess at the bottom of the cliff, so not the safest technique, for sure. Okay. Now let's pull all this rope up. Now another problem would be, and I no longer have a person here to fix any tangles in this rope, so this is like, you know, pretty dangerous stuff here. I think the best thing to do is stop being so scared and get some friends to help climb with you, because it's just not smart to lead solo. I mean, what happens if you get hurt or anything like that? You know, no one's there to help. You get to a situation where you need some help, what are you gonna do? If you're not really an expert in the field of climbing, then, well, even if you are expert, experts think like they know what they're doing and they end up getting hurt. So if you want to avoid getting hurt, it's better just to be climbing with somebody, or do what I do, just top rope solo stuff. Okay, so now we're up here. We could place some more gear somewhere. So once I get to there, it's kind of game over, but there's a little move here that I'd rather not get caught slipping on, so we should stick something here. I'm not sure what I want to stick here yet. I have some nuts with me. Maybe I could stick a cam in here somewhere. Maybe up here, stick a cam. Let's take a look over here. Maybe get a big cam right in there. Let's see. Bomber. Okay. It's only bomber if you yell bomber, by the way. Otherwise, it doesn't count. Okay, now we're gonna give ourselves some more slack and start making some more moves up this way. Chalk up. Okay, you definitely want slack because you're the only, you can't yell at anybody for slack because you're the one giving yourself slack. So you want to make sure you have slack. Let's see. And you also have to be able to have skill to down climb. So this is very like advanced stuff. Okay. this point, climb is pretty much over. And like I said, I think I said this in another video, these climbs that are easier are usually, oh, it's a video that I'm gonna make, I'm working on. I say that the climbs that are easier are often more dangerous because they have more ledges like this to fall down and hit. I don't have to hit the ground to die, I could just land on that ledge down there. I'd be in some trouble. Okay, let's place another piece of gear. Let me get that back out. Can't even see it. It's gonna be a pain in the butt to get out later, but maybe I stick a nut in there. Let's see if we got a big fat nut. I think this big nut will just go in there and sink in there. Yeah, it's pretty good. Of course, you have to yell bomber, or else it's not bomber. You always have to grab the rope that is on the side of the gree-gree. Now, let's see if we can get our rope up to here without having a problem. It's a good view. Oh, we're almost at the top here. I think the wrap down point's right over there, so we don't got much farther to make. So, yeah, not the safest thing to do, not the smartest thing to do. Play stupid games, win stupid prizes. So this isn't something I would advise people to do, like I said. This is gonna have to be called a vlog video because it's probably gonna be 23 minutes long or something like that. But people have been requesting for me to do what a top rope solo video looks like, and not top rope solo, I'm sorry, lead solo. Top rope solo is what I'd rather do. It's a lot safer, and I think safety should be the #1 priority. Okay, let's give ourselves about 10 foot of slack so that if we fall, we die, but we'll be less likely to fall because we're not gonna get pulled off, is what I'm trying to say. It's probably safer just to solo the thing because, yeah, it's probably safer to solo the climb than it is to do this because now you have the hazard of the rope pulling you off. Let's see if we get that there, that there. Okay. I think I stuck 3 pieces of gear on this whole route. All right, at this point, basically the top of the cliff is right here. So I'm gonna rappel down from off that tree, or I think there might be some anchors around here somewhere if I remember correctly. But this is definitely the rappel point. So I'm probably gonna cut the video here because I wanna rappel down and there's nothing up above that cliff. I would have to come back down to this tree to rappel down to the ground. So instead of that, I'm just gonna cut it here and rappel down from here. It's gonna be a pain in the butt to clean the gear too. Yeah, the rappel station is over here somewhere. I don't think there's any bolts though, it's just natural anchors. I could probably go off that tree, and then if I come over here, I could clean the root. Okay guys, I'll cut it here. Or maybe I'll just leave it recording. I don't know, the file will be too big. Yeah, I'll cut it here. Man, I'm sweaty. Okay, so did you guys figure it out? Now, obviously, that whole situation was dangerous and risky and all that because I kind of went into it with the mentality of I'm going to solo this thing. The rope is kind of just there to see what it's like to do like a lead solo video. I wanted to see what it was like, get a feel for it. And my intention was I'm just going to solo this thing. That being said, what was the big mistake? Well, right in the beginning of the video, I had two options. And like I always said, if you ain't got a good anchor, you ain't got anything. And the first option I had was tying around a rock underneath it, making that my anchor. The second was the tree. For some reason, I chose the tree. Let me draw this out so you get a better idea of what could have happened and what could have went wrong here. If you guessed the tree, good guess. Okay, I'm not much of an artist, but I'll try to draw this upside down and backwards. But anyway, here's our little tree right here, right? And here's our rock right here. Okay. Now, there's a hole under here, so I could have just put the rope around this rock and tied a figure eight and made that tight, and it would have been good. And that would have went to our first piece. Instead, I put a loop around this tree, and then I tied it over to here, right? I went kind of to the left, and we went up, right? Let's make this, forget that. I went up at an angle, right? And here's the first piece. Now, and then I started climbing like this, bop, 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 and then I put another piece. And then I climbed way up, put another piece like this. What would happen if I fell right here? If I fell here, this loop could actually slide up the tree and I'd fall, who knows, to wherever the rope went up to the tree, maybe level with this first piece if it didn't pop out. So this is a really big hazard. And once I got up to this, I went kind of right and traversed, actually left, and traversed to another tree here. Now, if I just put my rope around this tree and wrapped back down, while I wrapped back down, this piece could have popped out and this could have slid up. It would have been really messed up. But for some reason, I decided to tie a figure eight over here, clip that into the tree. So this was excluded from this. It was its own little system going on here. It wasn't connected to the system. It was separate. And that's what I ended up doing. And I guess I did that because I knew if I did that and this piece popped, it would be putting all the tension on there. So I knew I had to exclude everything and just put it just on this tree. But anyway, this was a hazard that I thought about later. And I don't know why I didn't think about it till I got home. I guess I figured there'd be too much friction for this thing to slide up. But let me show you what I should have did if the only thing I could have used was a tree. Let me show you. Now, I almost actually didn't want to show this video because it makes me feel kind of stupid, but I think it's important to even learn from your own mistakes, and I can't just point out other people's mistakes and not point out my own and learn from my own and everything like that. So, I mean, I thought it was important to show this, and I think this could be a separate video. I'll do hitches and things like that, but what I should have did anyway was I should have did the figure eight over here, started the figure eight over here, and then what I should have did was I should have went around the tree and I should have fed it around to make a clove hitch like this. And then once that was a clove hitch, then feed this through the figure eight. And that way it's clove hitched around the tree and it can't slide up it. So that's what I should have did instead. So anyway, okay, let's do the outro. So obviously lead rope soloing is pretty risky business. You have that second person there to bounce ideas off of and double check knots. I think the most dangerous part about that was I thought that my anchor was good, but actually in reality it wasn't, and that could have been like the most dangerous part about it. But even though that makes me feel really stupid, it was a dumb mistake, at least it's not a total loss because we could all learn a little bit from my stupidity. So anyway, if you like my videos, subscribe. I make a video every single week, so I'll see you next week. Here's my Instagram. Like, comment, subscribe. Let me know what you thought. And Josh Perry climbing out this one. I'll see you next week.